Welcome to Alistair Art. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going to learn how to draw a portrait of a bunny. The first thing we need to know is that a portrait is a drawing, painting, engraving, photograph, really anything that represents a person, especially their face down to about their shoulders. Sometimes you will see more. What we're going to be looking at today is doing a portrait of a bunny. So we're going to again be looking from the top of the head of the bunny on down. When we go to make this, the two main materials that we're going to need are a pencil and paper. If we have those, we're golden. Everything else you can kind of choose from there. If you want to use things like markers, crayons, pencils, colored pencils, that is absolutely fine. Enjoy it, and here is how to make a portrait of a bunny. All right, for the rabbit that we're going to be drawing today, I'm going to be doing it on the dry erase board, but you guys do it on paper. I recommend using a pencil to start with, and then we'll worry about adding color at the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start about 2/3 of the way down on my paper, and I'm going to start with just a simple little circle. This is going to be where the nose and mouth are going to be. To make the nose inside of my circle, I'm just going to put the letter D on its side, so I'm going to do a horizontal line with a curved line underneath. And then to make the mouth coming down off of this sideways D, I'm going to do a letter J and a backwards J on the other side. Now I want my rabbit to have nice big chubby cheeks, so I'm going to come down near the bottom of my circle and I'm going to make kind of like a big letter C. And on the other side, I'm going to make a big backwards C that is almost touching the bottom of the circle and coming up above the big circle. Now to make the top of the head, I'm going to do a large letter U that comes up. And what I'm going to do from here is right at the top of my circle, I'm going to make two lines that come up. They're going to go vertical, so straight up, and then at the end they're going to curve away from each other, kind of like a letter Y up here at the top. Now right now my rabbit doesn't have any eyes, so to fix that, I'm just going to go on each side and I'm going to draw little ovals. If you'd like to do a different type of eye, feel free. Now, one of the things that really make it look like a rabbit is always the ears. They have very, very big ears. You could do simple little upside down U's. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a curved line that comes up, and then I'm going to stop and pick up my pencil. I want the top of my ear to be pointy, so now I'm going to put my pencil back down, or in this case marker, and then I'm going to curve out and away from the other side all the way down. Now I'm going to do this one more time to make the inside of my ear, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So curved line up, start at the top, curved line back down to the head, and again do the inside. That way I can color the inside of the ears differently than I would do the outside of the ears. Okay, now a couple other things to add. Since we are doing just a portrait, remember we're just looking at the head. We don't see the whole rabbit, but I'm going to give my rabbit kind of like some shoulders just by starting on each side and coming down with big curved lines. Now I do like to make it look like it has some rough fur sticking out, and to do that I'm just going to put little V's on the sides, and then I can erase the little bit of shoulders that there already was. And I can do this on both sides, kind of like so, to give it a little bit of that rough fur feeling. Now, I do the same thing on the cheeks. That is up to you. I do very small V's on the cheeks though, which are a little bit harder to erase with this dry erase, but kind of like this. And then the one last step before we get to adding any details around our rabbit is they do have whiskers. So I'm just going to start here near my circle, and I'm just going to draw 3 little whiskers on each side. Now once you're that far, you're done with your rabbit. This is where you get to add details. On mine, I added different patterns all around it. So I did like a warm color, a cool color patterns, things like that. But it's really up to you. So if you want to make yours kind of like I did, all I did was I kind of started up here near the eyes, and I did 2 horizontal lines that came out, and same thing on the other side. And then I went right up above in the middle, and I went straight up vertical with 2 lines as well. That way I could put different patterns in here. So like on one side I had done a lot of triangles. The other side I was doing like these oval, circle, ovals that are all going diagonal. and then I did diagonal lines for the floor. It is totally up to you. If you don't want to do that, instead you want to make stuff like grass, maybe you want to make some little eggs or something, totally up to you. You choose what you want to have around your rabbit, and you can choose what your rabbit's doing and everything else about it. When you get done, it is up to you what you use to add color. You can use crayons, markers, watercolor paints, chalk. You can just shade it in with pencil if you want. Whatever you have, that's what you can use. If you're not doing this on paper, you can always go outside and do it with stuff like sidewalk chalk. Think about other things that you can do or ways that you can make it, but most importantly, try to have fun with it. Thank you for watching How to Make a Bunny. Please go out, make your own. Feel free to share them. I would love to see them. Have a great day, and I hope to see you back.